absolute chaos and random in the second half.
Yeah!
Oh,
Yes!
hell yeah.
Hey guys, so today we're back again for Talks Online, and today we have with us Maria.
Hello!
Yay.
Wherever she is on the screen.
Well, if it's my screen, she's down there.
If it's my
Okay,
screen, she's down there.
Wait, what? I don't know.
She's the only girl on the screen. There you go. That's all you need to know.
So,
Maria.
Maria, why did you start cosplaying in the first place?
Well,
That's what I was going to say.
well, growing up, I was always like the nerd, and I'm going to quite happily say I was the nerd. And what happened was when I was 15, I unwillingly cosplayed. Like, I didn't know it was cosplay. I watched,
Right.
I watched Beyblade. Like, I grew up with all that classic
Oh,
90s
yes.
animation. So Kai from Beyblade wears a scarf around his neck that like bellows out at the back, if you can remember that. And I used to tie a scarf around my neck in the same way and just walk around because I thought it was cool at the time. And then I just went from there. I ended up going to like a mini Tokyo Pop Recon Waterstones convention, and I found out that it was a thing, and I wasn't just an absolute random weirdo. So that's when I like got into it, and then 2-3 years later, I actually got fully into it, knowing what it was, and back in there.
Yeah. All right. That's actually quite interesting, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie.
These were Tokyo Repops like back in 2007, yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that's going
So
back
yeah,
there.
back in day.
Yeah, back in there. Back in there.
So
So,
yeah,
like-
it's been about 12 years.
Bloody hell,
I'm
that
old.
is... You ain't that old. Bloody hell. Can't be
I'm
saying
older than I
that.
look, I say that.
If you really want to say that, you can do. Steve, have you sorted your mic issues out now?
Have a problem.
All right, well, yeah, Steve's gone, but he will probably be back. So me and Jordan are taking it from here for the time being. All right, so the question that I wanted to ask, a little bit of background. If you don't know, viewers, Maria is, or to us anyway, she's very well known for doing fursuits. And so I just wanted to ask quite nice and simply, what got you into doing that? So you've said about your cosplays. What about like fursuiting in general?
Oh, that's a good question. I watched a couple of years ago Summer Wars. The DVD came out in HMV for like $4.99,
Okay.
and it's got a giant white rabbit in it.
Right.
And at first, I was looking at it going, oh, that'd be so cool to like cosplay at the time, but I didn't know how. This was well before furries were kind of like a thing, really.
All right.
And I made King Cosmo's head, which looked like a giant Westie dog. It was terrible, horrible. But I was really proud of it, and I went to my first Comic-Con in London, my first MCM, and I saw people there in such amazing fursuits and that thing, and I was like, I'm not strange. These people are strange. I'm just partially accepted. So I saw this really gorgeous lion, and since then I kind of was like, I wanted to try and mimic that without copying it, type say. I still haven't done it to this day, but hey. So that was kind of like it. And then I made a ton of friends that were better makers than I am. So I just kind of went into it from there.
Yeah. And did they help you like make the outfits that you've done already?
They, surprisingly, fursuiters don't give out a lot of tips when it comes to their own techniques. They'll give you like a basic, this is what you do, then do it yourself type of thing. And they will try and help you, but most of them don't tend to.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Mostly about trial and error. Like Beowulf was a complete trial and error because it was on a helmet as opposed to on your head. So it was a bit weird because when you lowered Beowulf's head down, his hump came up over your neck. So it actually looked like he had a hump.
Yeah, well, that's actually pretty awesome.
It was weird. I mean, I spent most of the time as well, like on the floor being stabbed by you guys, but
I mean,
or my head got ripped off several times and was paraded around by people.
Yes, multiple times. That was fun. We had it on the desk for our Ruby panel. That looked awesome. I remember that very fondly. You're just there.
I
and
was
you're
very tempted because like Zorak and Beowulf are now retired, so I was tempted to
right.
just like blood like coming out of it and that type of thing, make it a proper
Yeah.
farm.
What made you stop doing them, or is that just one of those things?
Zorak is about 7 years old now, and I didn't use the best material at the time, so he is falling
Okay.
apart.
Right. That's
Beowulf could be done again. I do need to fix him up quite good, but I want to go bigger. So I want to choose another Ruby character to do, but a really big one.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know which Grim to do yet.
Do the Grim Whale.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Just get like a mobility scooter and just build it around the mobility scooter.
I was tempted to do that with some of them, yeah.
That sounds amazing.
But no, it's one of those things that I've wanted to. I want to keep up with it, so I want to do one of the beasts that are new, not just the old crappy Beowulfs. Alpha Beowulf, yeah.
A more modern Grim, I guess.
Exactly, yes, more modern ones.
All I'm picturing with the whale is like, you know them like Chinese dragons that are like really long and they've got like 50 feet. I'm just picturing everyone in a
I was going to do that for Rayquaza.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Just the MCM.
Oh, yeah, that would actually be amazing. That'd be so freaking awesome.
I did want to make a Chinese dragon once, but I didn't want to do it wrong and trample on people's toes. Like, oh, it should be done like this and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, as long as you've done it and you've done it right, does that really matter? Yeah.
Rebel. Viva Resistance.
So, John, you got anything you want to ask?
What is your favourite outfit that you've made?
In general, or for the furry community?
In general, in any.
Oh gosh. At the time, I guess Zorak was my favourite. Like that was my dream cosplay at the time. But the latest one probably is Koran from Voltron, because I just liked how flamboyant and random I could be. So it was kind of like that. But I wouldn't say I'd have one that I'd instantly go to as a favourite.
Yeah.
But that's just I can't choose. Don't ask difficult questions. To
be fair,
I mean Beowulf. By all means, Beowulf was good, but Beowulf was good when I brought it to the con with you guys, because on his own he's not really well received.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
When I'm getting stabbed and with other Ruby cosplayers, does it make it better?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like it looks really good in the group, but maybe on its own, people
on its own, unless you don't know what Ruby is, it just looks like a weird white-faced wolf.
Yeah, and I can see what you mean, but it is great. I would like to say it is awesome. So
it is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to be that one that does the cosplays that no one really else does, because you get all the main characters and you get the side characters, and then the main bad guy, you get that, and then the pet, you never get the pet. So
yeah, there's a gap to fill, and you filled it.
If there is any character that you could do, if money wasn't an option, or like if even talent wasn't an option, which character would you do?
Oh crap. I thought about it. Money's always been an issue.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'd love to do some form of quad suit, like a proper stilted quad suit with full animatronics in it. So I'd love to do something like that, but that tends to be about £5,000. And it's not something I can just do.
Yeah, just like bought. Like you can't really just.
That's like I could pay off my car for that. I mean, I could dress the car up, make the car a quad.
That's true. What sort of characters does that actually like apply to? Because I'm not really that familiar with quad suits.
I like to do Rapide from Tales of Vesperia. He's like a purple wolf with a scythe.
All right, I think I have actually seen that.
You'd have to Google it. Put up a little picture.
Yeah. Steve will do that.
And I have Wolf's Rain. So one of the classic 90s animes. So
yeah, that would actually be
all the detailing and fur brushing to go into that would be quite expensive. So.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So what's been the most difficult cosplay you've made, either fursuit or non-fursuit, in general, really?
Despite fursuits being hard to make, once you've made one, they are kind of easy.
Okay.
But the hardest one I made was actually Crollia from Voltron, where she has like a space armor, and it was the first time I ever working with foam that wasn't upholstery foam. So it looks terrible. I can look at it and go, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong. It looks good on photos because Photoshop. But cosplayers don't Photoshop.
No, totally not.
No. So that was like, if I made it again, I know what I did wrong to make it better.
Yeah.
But that was like the hardest thing because I just had jaw surgery. So I was heavily morphined while I made it. So
Oh God. Okay.
don't ever have jaw surgery.
No, that doesn't sound fun.
I'll tell you what, that's
No,
dedication.
I will. No, don't. Well, no, it's not for your video. It's good. That can be on the random side of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
So speaking of like life outside of cosplays, what are your interests outside of cosplay?
Oh God. Oh, this is where I seem quite boring. Obviously, I like to
Fine.
draw. I've got my graphic design. So I like to make little model houses, which is also nerdy, which is like this little model houses.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's nice.
So you have to make it all. So I'm not nerdy. I'm not bored. And then my main thing is that I like to do archery.
Oh really?
So I've not done it for the past year and a half and kicking off with surgery and
Yeah.
we can't do it at the moment. But yeah, I like to do archery. So I can hit you square in the face about 8 meters away. So
That
that's what
doesn't
move, mate.
scare
You
me
move
at
as
all.
when the zombie apocalypse hits, come to me. I'll get you covered.
Yeah. I feel like I need
Start
to lend you
recruiting
my
the team.
Green Arrow suit is all I'm going to say.
Keep me at the back. I'll just fire.
Yeah.
We're prepared for this. Yeah, I think I only got into that because of an anime.
Why not? It's actually pretty, like, I don't do it as like a hobby, but it's always fun to do. Like, whenever you get the chance, just do a bit of archery, innit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something like Inuyasha or something like that got me into it many, many years ago, and I just went from there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So if you could give advice to yourself 12 years ago about cosplay, what would it be?
The main thing that I like stand by now is when I was starting 15, 16 years old, I used to look at other people's cosplays of the ones I'd done and judge myself on them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for cosplayers at the time that I'd been doing it 10, 15 years, and they're amazing and quality, and mine was being held together with staples and duct tape. I used to always judge myself as wasn't good enough. I wasn't going to be good enough. And now I just look at them and say, okay, you've made that. I'm going to make it better. And that's what I'd say. Don't judge yourself based on other people.
Yeah, that's really solid advice, because I feel like a lot of cosplayers tend to do that almost as like a bad habit sort of way. Because like you look at the character.
It is a bad habit because like you do research the character, so you'll obviously get cosplay pictures, what other people have done.
Yeah.
And you'll get some people that suit the character for the face, or they're naturally blonde and they can pull it off really well, or they're really good makers. But I tend to not look at them like that anymore. I just look at it and go, okay, you made it, your accent like that, I'm going to make it like this and make it better.
Yeah. I'll make it like suit for you.
I don't think that's elitism or anything like that.
Well, let's just say it's not.
We'll just say it's not cosplay professional.
Yeah, because like people, I feel like people always do that though, don't they? Like you want to, like you said, Maria, like you'll want to start doing a character, and you'll end up almost inevitably running into like cosplay photos of them. So like hell,
especially So especially when it's a character that's done a lot.
Yes.
Like,
oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
Like back in the day when it was 50 billion Narutos running about, that type of thing.
Oh God. There still is. Like it's almost inevitable. You go to a con, there's someone Naruto running across the corridor. It's like, okay.
It used to be just Naruto cosplayers doing it, and now it's just anyone. You'll see a
Yeah,
furry doing it now.
Yeah, just whoever, you know. Oh dear.
Or they do that weird conga line thing, and everyone joins it. Was it that Deadpool conga line thing?
Oh yeah. Oh god, we need to stop talking about
And
this. You're
everyone
making me
always
miss
joins
cons
that.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Into a con. It was supposed to be a con this weekend, weren't it? Or
I think so. Was it MCM Birmingham? I think was meant to be this weekend or something like that.
Was it Birmingham or was it?
It wasn't
It
Birmingham.
wasn't London, was
Wasn't
it?
Could have
I
been
can't remember
London, yeah. It was London.
I don't
Was it?
know. I don't know.
Yeah. It was London.
It's been that long.
It's been so long. Time just isn't a concept anymore.
Yeah, what is time?
At least we got YCC out of it.
Yeah.
We got the mini con.
Yeah, at least that was great. At least that was great. All right. Well, this has been a really awesome interview. Thanks so much for being here, Maria. So
Thank you.
stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be on the Fraction Room Network channel. So hop over there when you finish this video. That would be greatly appreciated. Tell us that we sent you, because that would be awesome. And yeah, we will hopefully have Steve back by then. Or at least I hope so.
Sure.
I don't know where Kelly's gone, but I hope we have him back. So yeah, hop over there. But just before you do, remember to drop a subscribe to Talksontour. I'm sure we would be greatly appreciative of that. So thanks again for being here, Maria, and you've been awesome to talk to.
Fabulous.
So yeah, and we will see you in part 2. See you later, guys.
Bye.